Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This past week I had both of my pre-op appointments, so I had to get a mammogram, blood work, an MRI, and an ultrasound. I was super scared to get my first mammogram for some reason. I guess I always heard that it hurt really bad, or like people I know would be scared to go or they'd push it off and just avoid it, but it really wasn't bad at all. Like, it didn't hurt. All it was this machine, and there was like two plastic things pretty much here, and they just kind of like flattened your boob in it, but not to the point where it hurt super bad. I honestly didn't feel anything. If anything, it felt like if you just put your hands and squish your boob a little bit. It was not bad. So I don't know what everyone freaks out about with mammograms, but do not worry about that if you have to go in for a pre-op. Like, it's really not bad. Ultrasounds I had a lot of. I have PCOS, so I've had abdominal ultrasounds, and then I've also had breast ultrasounds for the past 5 years. I've had them every 6 months, just as surveillance, just to make sure no cancer popped up. My breast surgeon was super adamant about it, and I'm so glad that she was so thorough and checked all that. So that also wasn't bad. All they do is you lay on a table and they have this gel. It's pretty much the same as a pregnancy ultrasound, but it's just on your boobs. And so you just lay there and they like go over your boobs with this little thingy and take pictures of it, and it's really not bad at all. If anything, it's just a little bit cold, but I really wouldn't worry about it. The thing that freaked me out the most were the IVs that I had to get for the blood work and the MRI, because I'm terrified of needles and I hate IVs. Like, I seriously almost passed out and started crying before the MRI, which is terrible, but whatever, we all have our fears. The blood work wasn't too bad. They took 2 vials of blood, which was a lot for me. I got a little bit lightheaded afterwards and went to go eat a donut. I just got my blood work done and I hate needles so much, so we're gonna get donuts because sugar. But the nurse was super nice, and like, he didn't miss my vein. It was easy for him. The MRI, on the other hand, I had to do a different day than the rest of the tests because the machine was broken the day that I was supposed to get it. Anyway, I went back about 5 days later to get the MRI, and I didn't know that I would have to get an IV beforehand, but as soon as I got there I realized that I would have to get another shot. Luckily they let me bring Grant back there during the IV, and basically I had to strip down to just my underwear and the robe. He gave me the IV so that he could hook up the IV tube to the metal contrast they need to put in your body for the MRI. After that, he took me into the MRI room, and I still had the IV in, and they got me all set up. They gave me headphones, and I didn't tell him what music to play, but he ended up playing Taylor Swift, which I like, I'm not gonna lie. And so I was kind of jamming out in the MRI machine. It was still really loud though. So if you don't know, the MRI machine is this round like tube that they slide you into, and you have to stay really still for about 30 minutes while they take all the scans. And it does this really loud like buzzing sound. It's like, it's my best like imitation of it. So that goes on for 30 minutes, and it is so loud. My earbuds started to fall off halfway through, and no lie, it like killed my ear. So I obviously like stopped and put it back in, but it was pretty bad. That's why they give you the earphones. So anyway, I went into the room. They lay you on this flat table. For a breast MRI, they lay you face down, and your boobs go in this hole on the table. So it's like a table with a hole in it for your boobs. They lay you down, they then secure them into place. They like push these two things together just to secure your boobs so they don't move much. And then they slide you in the tunnel, and you're in there for 30 minutes. You don't have to hold your breath or anything, you just lay there. That part wasn't bad. I personally am not claustrophobic. I could see how if you are claustrophobic though, it'd be an issue, but they give you this ball you can squeeze if you get stressed out or you want them to stop or whatever. So you can squeeze that if you're in stress, but while you're in there, they hook you up to the contrast and put the metal contrast in your body, which freaks me out, but whatever, I guess it's good. And yeah, afterwards I was done. It took them 1 day to get my results back, and luckily I had no cancer detected, so I'm still on track for a preventative mastectomy. If you don't know already, my mastectomy is in a little under 2 weeks, so I had to go get all these different tests done just to make sure I didn't have cancer, so that they know what they're going into in the surgery. So this was all my pre-op stuff. If you have any further questions about how pre-op appointments work, or why they're doing all these tests, or what they're looking for, feel free to comment below, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. My next video coming up is going to be my Tata to the Tatas party and my boudoir photo shoot, and then the one after that is my surgery. So yeah, it's coming up in less than 2 weeks, and I'm super excited. Thank you guys for following along. Make sure you hit subscribe if you want to follow my whole story and see the rest, and yeah, be sure to like and comment if you want to see more. Thanks guys, see you again soon.